Yo, welcome everybody back to another episode of Couch Chronicles, where we answer your questions with the best of our abilities and sometimes the worst of them. Let's just jump right into it. Volume 17. Let's get it. Aisha St. Philip. Hello, my friends. FWENS. I just want to say a couple years ago, my first year of college, I went to a community college and I used to drive my little brother to school in the morning. He was in the 6th or 7th grade at the time. At the time, I found the Broken Famous 2 album, and my favorite track was Thumb Thuggin'. We used to blast that shit at like 7 in the morning. I just feel like I had no business blasting a song about fighting on Twitter, being all scary, instead of confronting people in person to a 12-year-old laughing my ass off. Anyways, I heard someone say just because you're wholeheartedly passionate about something doesn't mean you should pursue it. What are your thoughts? Because honestly, I don't agree.
Yeah, I think
you should.
Supposed to pursue.
Yeah, you should pursue.
Your passion.
If you wholeheartedly, yeah,
and if you wholeheartedly know, there's no other thing to pursue.
Now, we have talked about on this podcast before. What's the length of pursuing something when you know you're not good, or when it comes to a point where you're not good? Bro. Fuck, I ain't got nothing. Son of a bitch.
It has been like 12 years, dude. Never seen him get better. I just don't understand, man.
Hey, man, fuck both of y'all.
It's a perfect question for you.
All right, well, since I'm gonna be into comedy, so no, I don't know. I mean, you should pursue it.
Let me ask y'all this: what's something that you quit before or stopped doing before that you felt you weren't like, you know what, this ain't for me. Something about this I don't feel like I'm really good at, or even when you look back on, you say you weren't good at. I know, like for instance, you were not that you weren't good at it, but your passion wasn't in games at the time when you did that at Art Institute, right? Or something.
But my passion switched. So
your passion switched.
Yeah, I lost the passion on that one. Honestly,
right.
I just lost it. I don't know what happened. I just lost it. And maybe it was just getting older. Right. I'm not saying that nobody older plays video games, but I just lost it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you have something that you did that you was like, nah, this ain't, like I thought you was passionate about it, and then you was like, nah.
Man, I remember when I was a kid, I played baseball in probably like 3rd grade, and I had a chance, and I remember I was good. We were having tryouts, and I was catching everything, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be in the. I guess at the time they had like the good kids, the okay kids, in different leagues or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm about to make it with the good kids. Like I'm actually catching everything coming at me, whatever. And then the final day of tryouts, it was like a 3-day tryout. I just had it came down to me and like 3 other kids. We're gonna be the last ones to go on the older team or whatever, or the better team. And I just caught. Have you ever heard of yips?
Yips?
The yips. Yips is like when you just have an off game. Something just feels wrong. Like you might be fine, you might be good. Like you might be good at answering questions at math or whatever, but you just keep getting it wrong today. Something is just off. Like that completely happened to me. I couldn't catch everything I was catching before, and I kept dropping everything that was coming at me. I wasn't hitting nothing, and they put me on the lesser team, and I'll never forget that. I'm like, yo. At first, I thought I just lost it. Like, do you just lose your ability overnight? And then I never forgot that put in a fear in me that like, yo, what if you could just wake up one day and not be
good at something,
funny, or not be good at music, or not be whatever. I don't know what point I'm making past that, but wrong.
You can't use the same joke.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah. Still kind of funny.
It's still kind of funny.
He ain't got nothing.
I don't have.
He ain't got nothing.
I don't got
still kind of funny.
I don't got nothing. Angela Brooks, greetings from H-Town. Is it just me, or does anyone else ever wonder what happened to Miles on Moesha? The show just ended with him being kidnapped, and that was it.
So, yes, and I posted that on IG, and Miles responded under my post.
Yeah.
And he just laughed.
Yes,
I said, you laughed, but you didn't give us an answer.
Yeah,
and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
So we at least know he's safe. We don't know what happened, where he went, but he's still out there somewhere.
Now, are you sure it was him? Did you go
it was
far
him.
back?
No, I went back.
Media?
I went to his page. It was verified. I seen older pictures of him now.
Okay.
But he just laughed.
Yeah.
But that's all he gave us.
Yeah.
God damn it, Miles.
Damn it. Crush Paradise. I don't have a question for you guys this week. I'm just here to say much love and be safe out here. I appreciate everything you guys have given to the culture over these years. Amen. Hallelujah. Peanut butter. All right, yeah, for sure. Thank you, Crush Paradise. Thank you, dog. DMF Co. ADT is Dijon Mustard again. I wanted to mention that I plan on starting a podcast about storytelling and mostly nerd-ish. I love talking about movies, TV, comics, and video games, and I want to get my thoughts out about them to a larger audience. My question this week is, how did you guys start out in your podcast journey? Hopefully one day I can be a guest on the Comedy Trap House and have that cartoon versus with Rome. LOL. Dijon, you don't want that. I keep trying to tell you.
You come on when you set it up. Let us know.
Yeah. Let us know.
Dijon, let us know.
But the question, how did we start our podcast journey? We just had some mics. We actually used one of our friends' mixers that he wasn't using. We was using an old mixer.
We had one mic at that when we first
had one mic.
In the center of the table.
Desperately trying to start a podcast.
Yeah, we had one mic at center table, and that was in 2015. So it's been 5 years of us doing podcasts, and we just started. I mean, you can look on YouTube. They have podcast starter kits, or they'll tell you the easiest way.
Podcast starter kit.
They'll tell you sometimes they'll have bundles you can buy for $100 worth of
like
a
the
little
mics
mic.
and the equipment. Okay.
So you have that. They, honestly, it's a lot of resources out there for podcasts. The main thing is just start.
Yeah.
Even if you had to go as far as, I'm gonna record a 20-minute episode on my phone memo and just see how that sounds.
Don't they have the phone one now?
Yeah, they got a phone microphone too.
Not iPod, but podcast app now.
I forgot.
What is that?
It's not Audible. It's that other.
What is it called?
Not Stitcher or no.
It's another, but you can do. Yeah, you can do it straight from your phone. You can look that up. It's a podcast app that you can do it straight from your phone. So just get started, and then once you get it rolling, start reaching out to people, getting guests, and
be willing to evolve. Just learn, just take everything as I'm learning how to do this. I'm seeing what the audience likes. Learn what people are reacting to.
Because we want to evolve even from this. Yeah.
Anchor? Is it Anchor?
I think that might be Anchor.
But I think they have a couple of them, to be honest with you.
Check out Anchor.
Kiera. Hey, fellas, my question for this week is, if you could star in any movie that has been made, what movie would it be? And yes, we was throwing our asses at that Trey Songz concert. So if you could star in any movie that has been made, what movie would it be?
Any movie that has been made?
Yeah. Yeah. I think Cam would play a good radio.
Huh. Funny.
The documentary.
Funny. Play a good Tyler Perry. Medea.
I'm getting money, nigga.
You made this man the most successful guy in the
But any
maybe
movie?
The Matrix.
Oh, that's solid. That's solid. The Matrix. You know what? I wouldn't mind being an anchor, man.
You know what would be tight? Maybe if we're Bad Boy.
But a newer, or just Bad Boy with just all of us in it. That could be in there. Bad Boy.
We could be all the people in there.
Life.
Oh, Life is so good. If we can make any movie close to the caliber of what Life is,
Life.
I'd be so happy.
Destiny.
Funny.
Hola. Hope you're all staying safe, healthy, and happy this week. My girlfriend and I were having a disagreement and need some male perspective. How many people is too many for someone to talk to at one time? What number is the turnoff? She says infinity because if you're not exclusive, you don't owe anyone anything. But I'm saying it's at least somewhat a turnoff to know you are one of 5 good morning texts. That's not your business, to be honest. That's how I feel. I'm feel the same way your girl feel. If you're not exclusive, it's just one of them things where you shouldn't even worry about what the other person doing, because you really ain't got no say.
Yeah, you're not entitled to that person at all. So you're choosing to be with that person, and you could choose to leave if you don't like what you see. But it's just if y'all just accept y'all just having fun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Enjoy your time together, and then keep it pushing.
You're single while you're single. You're together while you're together.
You almost had it, Cam.
I know.
You almost had it, dog.
Tyler Afro Lady Thomas. Hey, DT family. Hope you fellas are doing good this week. Thank you for the advice last week. I will be taking your advice and letting things flow. He and I are still talking and things are good. By the way, love the new skit. It totally tickled me because I am a call center rep and I deal with mortgage loans, so it's a lot worse than that sometimes. And Emmanuel, I'll definitely keep y'all updated. I started cooking more. Nice. Also, on a 3-day cleanse starting today, June 1st, I haven't lost anything yet, but hopefully by the time y'all read this, I'll have lost at least 2 to 3 pounds. Nice. I haven't gained anything either, so that's good. No McDonald's. Going to go on a journey, and the goal is to not eat it for the rest of the year.
Hey.
Great job.
Dope.
Yeah, shit.
Dope.
Anywho, my question this week is about friendship. Have you ever had a person you thought was your friend but realized they sneak diss you when you try to do good things for yourself? Recently realized someone I thought was a bestie wasn't supportive as I thought when I heard the sneak diss in our conversation about weight and diet. I know that I have a huge problem with my weight and diet, as you all know now, but that doesn't mean that it's okay to downplay me when I'm trying to get back on track. Anyways, have you ever had someone like that in your life? I decided to just not speak to them because I need a support system around me right now, not someone who's going to downplay me. Anyways, much love. Oh, yeah, you definitely got to get rid of them because if you're trying to better yourself, like, that don't make sense.
This is the perfect time to be selfish.
Yeah.
When you're trying to better yourself, you're trying to do better, sometimes it requires you to eliminate those people that have the ability to bring you down. So,
but have I had anybody like that?
I told the story many times.
Oh, the roommate.
Yeah, huh?
The roommate.
Well, that's a whole nother.
That's.
I had another friend that told me when I told her about Dormtainment at the beginning, she said it wouldn't work, and I hung up. And that's the last time I spoke to her.
Yeah, she watching somewhere. She probably listening. So if you listening,
there's probably so much sexual tension there. Every time a skit comes on, she gets angry, but comes at the same time.
Motherfucker!
Fucking smoke, I hate it.
DJing, scratching the dick.
Nakia, hi. Hey, DT. Hope you guys are safe and well. On to my question. Is it a turnoff for a girl to be straightforward and blunt? And why do some guys beat around the bush instead of just coming out and saying what intentions they have?
Because niggas is nervous, man.
Yeah, niggas like y'all gotta understand. We it's all the pressure is for us to holler, for us to do the.
We get the most rejection. Like,
yeah,
you know, it's intimidating, especially if a guy is new to it, especially if a dude that doesn't have maybe people around him to a father or somebody around him to kind of guide him on how to talk to women or whatever. You kind of just learning from TV, movies.
Yeah,
we beat around the bush because we don't know what's in it.
So we beat ourselves.
That's true. And is it turn off for a girl to be straightforward and blunt? No, not a turn off at all.
It's actually more. It's more welcoming.
Yeah, please, because especially at our age, we don't feel like wasting time. So
But the distinction is to be. Some girls try to be blunt, but they're being blunt because it's like a lack of confidence, and it shows. You know what I'm saying? Have you met those girls that are trying to be like the homie, and they just start saying stuff that's like,
with the homie.
It's like, all right, it's a little much. You're doing a little too much.
It don't come off genuine.
It's not genuine. It's not. But if you're just having a conversation and you really have some honest opinions that you just talking and shooting the shit, it comes off as more likable, more presentable, more all that.
Yeah. That term never made sense. Shooting the shit.
Shooting the shit?
Because unless you're talking about shooting shit out your ass, if that's what it's really like.
I think it came from like where they used to go into the woods as a pastime together and talk and go like shoot stuff.
I thought it was when the Romans, they used to have toilets right next to each other in bathrooms. Yeah. There was no like separation. They just
okay. So they was sitting there
shitting while having a conversation.
Okay.
Shooting the shit.
Cam's gonna look it up.
That's what I thought.
While we move to the next question.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been. It could be it. Shooting the shit. It makes sense. All right. So we got Zach. What's up, guys? I've been a fan of you guys since the Groupies Are Evil skit. And I just graduated college last month. Congratulations. Congrats. I actually grew up in Macon, and I remember when you guys came to Mercer University, and I was heated when my mom wouldn't let me go to the show. I appreciate you guys as somewhat of my big brothers. Following your growth to what it is today. It's very inspiring and has caused me to do a lot of growing and self-reflection over these past years being a supporter. Love you guys, and I'm going to leave y'all with the question. Who is your favorite DBZ character? Piccolo is mine because he's the realest nigga on the show, literally.
Yeah, I mean, he's green.
He's green.
He's close to the realest nigga that you can find.
He's a green nigga. What Trunks was like, I remember when Trunks first came, I was like, fuck.
Trunks was hard.
I was like, I like.
Always my favorite.
Piccolo.
He a nigga. He a Namek.
See, I like Vegeta, man.
I did like Vegeta.
Just something. But the thing about Vegeta, you're kind of picking a loser.
But he's not. But he's also a winner. But he's also a winner because he's always going to.
He can't control his anger. If he can control his anger, then he would. That's what Goku got on him. Goku got mind. You know, his mindsets. He can control.
Because him and Goku probably be neck and neck if he could control his anger.
Goku's kind of like the Japanese Superman, man. He's like a little too strong sometimes. A little too.
I mean, even when he get beat up,
usually he has to find it. He works for it. It ain't like he just got it like Superman. He gotta sometimes go into the time chamber and train for a year. Sometimes he gotta dig deep. He gotta merge with
because you remember
Vegeta. I don't like him, man. He doesn't take care of his kids. He doesn't take care of his wife. He saves
the world.
No, he saved the world for sure.
There's literally a quote where I think it was Vegeta says, you know, oh, I gotta go home and take care of the wife. You know, when I kiss my wife, he was like, what's that? How did you have kids with Bulma if you don't know what kissing your wife
That means he's dedicated to the craft. Sometimes it's bigger than the family.
If it wasn't for Goku, the world. Remember when they had
Goku is the Harvey Weinstein of anime.
Well, I don't know if he's Harvey Weinstein.
He is the Harvey Weinstein. He don't take care of nobody.
But I don't think he fucking.
Yeah, that's a bad comparison.
Yeah, I don't think he Harvey Weinstein.
But I found shooting the shit if y'all want to know.
Okay, please.
It says to chat idly about things that neither person involved in the conversation will likely remember. It says possible or originates from World War I when soldiers in trenches would use the buckets filled with poop and then shoot at them for target practice during downtime.
Okay.
And where are these people from?
World War
I.
They're from World War I?
1917. Man. Go ahead.
Real shit. That's some real shit that went down, man. I'm just saying, like, I mean, you know. Listen, when times are tough, taking a shit does come into play.
Well, taking shit's gonna always come into play.
Because even thinking during the pandemic, what was the first thing to go?
It's a tissue. Yeah. I'm not sure where, like, what's.
I don't know either, but we talking.
We shooting the shit.
Shooting the shit.
Oh my!
So you learned something today.
There you go.
I need to laugh.
Schoolboy Q. Hey, what's up, team? How your day's going? Shit getting real out here, and I hope y'all stay safe, but are also prepared in case shit kick off in the city. This week, I just wanted to ask if a race war happened, who is one non-black person you would vouch for and save? Mine would be Lil Dicky, a.k.a. Dave. Dude is super talented and no culture vulture, so he cool in my book. Hope y'all have a great week and looking to getting a strap for the house in case some white supremacists come knocking.
Like, if this like the end of the world, we got to survive, then someone like Bear Grylls. If this is like we just got to be stuck in the house, give me someone like Gordon Ramsay so he can be cooking the fucking.
Yeah, maybe Chuck Norris.
There's a lot of good white people in this world I want to say.
Yeah.
Who you saying?
I said Chuck Norris is too old.
Hey, Joe Rogan.
Walker, but
Joe Rogan
would know what laugh, we'll have a good conversation.
Yeah,
we can hunt some fucking elk over.
But you're going to get tired of talking after a while. I ain't never going to get tired of eating.
But he know jiu-jitsu and all that type of stuff. He can, you know.
But after a while, it's going to be like, all right.
I say we just save Donald Trump so we could just beat his ass.
Just have something fun to do.
Just have something fun to do.
Like, call him off. Call him off.
You ain't got nobody no more.
Hey Zeus, what up DT? Hope y'all doing well this week. I got 2 OnlyFans stories for y'all today, so listen up because I need some advice. This is always fun. Okay. First one comes from my friend. He was telling me that his sister.
That's what girls tell me.
First one comes from my friend. He was telling me that his sister got mad at her boyfriend over a money issue. Dude was asking her for $160 to buy some fire-resistant pants.
What?
Because he's a welder.
Okay.
So she gave it to him, no hesitation. But later on, she checks his bank statement only to find out he spent it on OnlyFans.
Duh.
And he gonna turn it around saying, you the one that came back after I cheated, so what you expect?
What? What?
He asked for some fire-resistant
pants and used it on OnlyFans.
I'll tell you. Well, at least you know why he needed some fire-resistant pants.
Trying to get that dick extinguished.
Yeah, nigga, because he jacking off so goddamn hard.
Second is a personal one. I've been in this girl's DMs for a minute now, and recently I found out she had an OnlyFans because she tweeted out, guys really be upset about my OnlyFans account. Sorry, boo, I'm trying to make this money. Now, first off, my mistake was thinking I was the only one in the room. Second, being the bold dude I am, I said, ain't nobody upset over here because I saw an opportunity to get a PS5. Y'all funny, man. Oh, y'all funny.
Opportunity to PS5.
Yeah. Long story short, now I'm thinking about it because I can step my photography skills up and shoot our content and get the producer/management bag. What y'all boys think I should do? Should I become the first dude to scam OnlyFans and risk having a crazy Latina coming after me? Or should I just keep searching for other quarantine coochie? Any advice will help.
Ooh, she Latina. See, that's
tough.
something that comes into play.
That's tough.
Because you could get cut.
Now, producer
keep
management.
going, cause I want to hear the updated story.
Yeah, now producer management bag is kind of fire. Like, get your bread. Like, if you can step your photography up, you practicing your skills. And you getting to look at some butt, so like.
Yeah, but you don't want to be the pervy photographer. You know what I'm saying?
No, he got to be professional.
You got to be professional. You got to swagger out a little bit. But is it worth it? Is the question. Is it all?
He likes this girl, so yeah. He getting paid, and he's hanging with the girl he likes.
He doesn't like.
He might get paid, might get laid.
Nah, see, the laid part's cool. As long as you don't.
The paid part is cool.
The paid part is cool.
And during these times, we need both. So I go with it.
Right, go for it. Go
for
it.
OF Chronicles.
Yeah. Mr. Shuttlesworth. What it is, DT. First time leaving a comment. Been huge fan since college and became an even bigger fan after becoming a Patreon member. Boss Talks keep my morning positive and uplifted, and the podcast give me a great escape and laughs all around. So here's my dilemma. Just got out of a relationship of 5 years, and I think I'm ready to get back out there and start talking to women again, and it feels weird. One, because I don't know how to navigate the single life. That is, I don't know how to approach someone or like know the guidelines of just freely talking to someone. Crazy, I know. And two, because I feel like I might still be attached to my ex. Am I tripping, or I need to sit my ass down and meditate? Love you guys. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Definitely sit down and meditate for sure, regardless, because that's just gonna be good for you. But are you tripping? No, I mean you was in a 5-year relationship. So I mean, that's if you just got out of it, that's part of it. Like you could be still thinking about her, but if there's no going back, I mean,
you gotta move forward.
You do have to move forward and take it slow. Like honestly, there's so many ways you can try Instagram, like just try having a conversation, see how that go. You can try going out. Well, you can't really go out. I mean, it would depend on what state you're in. I guess you can go out. But then, do you want to holler at somebody right now? And I don't know.
Just talk to practice online.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to like holler at somebody right now.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what you getting into this evening?
What you doing after the protest? You can't.
Right now. Oh, you got to hit it with the. What's going on? It's crazy.
You need help with your sign.
You need help with your sign.
Yeah, because I can decorate your sign for you if you need before you go downtown. But I would say start online. And after being in a relationship for 5 years, it can be probably weird. Like when you got out of your relationship, was it weird for you?
In which way?
Like did it feel like once you was like single, because yours was about 5 years, wasn't it, or a little bit longer? 4 years.
It was definitely.
It's a little strange.
It was tough, but I kind of hold out after that a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I enjoyed the fruits of Dormtainment for a period of time.
As you should.
We had many trips to Miami.
So maybe if you haven't, man.
But you know what I'm saying, like
Dangerous
to that
city.
point, you just enjoy it. Just try to be happy.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to go talking to somebody right now.
Yeah. You don't have to just better yourself, and then more importantly, I mean, but people want pussy. That's the business. That's the problem.
People
Just
want
tell them go buy some fire resistant pants, man.
Yeah, buy some fire resistant pants,
pants.
And that's the new chant. PWP. People want pussy. Classic Cuddy. What's goody, fellas? I know I've been MIA for a while, but I'm back. I seen on Facebook yesterday that they asked Tyson Fury.
That's bothering me.
What?
Flip your tongue. I thought you was just about to do it, and then you didn't do it. I just been looking at.
He talking about his shoe tongue.
My shoe tongue was flipped.
Flip
your tongue.
What's goody, fellas? I know I've been MIA for a while, but I'm back. I seen on Facebook yesterday that they asked Tyson Fury if he would fight Mike Tyson, and he said he would love to fight Mike Tyson. I personally think Mike Tyson would murder him in 3 rounds, LOL. But who would y'all like to see Mike fight for a comeback fight? Also, while I'm typing this at 5:07 a.m. here in Philly, I'm hearing gunshots go off around the corner. Shaking my head. Y'all pray for us here in Philly. It's getting crazy. Love y'all. Keep spreading the love and positivity. Everyone listen to this podcast. Couch Chronicles. Stay safe out there. Appreciate that, brother.
Stay safe.
So Tyson Fury said he'd fight Mike Tyson, and he would love to fight. I wouldn't be mad at that because I think he would hold his own because I think there's going to come a longevity thing in the battle. I'm not saying that Mike don't have longevity, but of course he is 50 or 53.
Yeah, he's mad old.
He's a little old, and so
but he's still
great. Yeah,
It's just about his conditioning.
Yeah,
like,
but 3 rounds. They said 3 rounds.
No, they said I don't think he's knocking.
A lot of people have been talking about that.
I don't think he's knocking Fury out in 3 rounds.
You saying only 3 rounds?
Yeah, the whole match is 3 rounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think
that's what a lot of people are saying.
I think Fury would probably come out on top in the 3 rounds.
Possibly.
Possibly.
He's just younger.
That's what I'm saying.
He
Look,
can take a punch.
He's long too. He got that reach.
Long.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Tyson has to get in there. But
I'm not mad.
I'm never gonna count out
the
Tyson.
Tyson.
Never.
This the name Tyson. There's so much you can do with that. So it'll just be good for marketing and everything.
So if they go through, that'd be dope.
Especially if they do it right now while people in quarantine.
Oh,
that will make bank.
Yeah, that's gonna make bank. Power plays. Yo, DT, I just turned 21 years old in February and been watching y'all since I was 13.
Hey.
That's wild.
Whoa, that's wild. So I am trying to put myself in a better position in life. I run multiple online e-commerce stores and businesses that have been doing pretty well. Congrats on that. I seem like a normal guy. I am handsome, in good shape, and decently charismatic. But I have been through a lot of trauma. Have been taking Adderall since I was 7, and it caused me to have ED since I was 13. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I still have this problem today, and have been off for 2 years. I've had plenty of opportunities to have sex, and I have stuck my dick in a bunch of girls, but my dick went soft every time. I had to limp dick so many bitches it took something away from me. I done had to play my way out of so many situations with some girls I wanted badly. Having these thoughts in my head made every aspect of my life harder. The emotions from that made me have these issues that I spoke of. I'm very bipolar. I go off a lot about things, and anything that reminds me of my past issues makes me really angry. I don't know if it came from bad experiences or genetics, but I have a granddad that was bipolar. I hate sex and it being in conversation that I'm part of, and I have a strong resentment to women due to what I experienced from them. I had some horrible things happen to me. I had a relationship with this one girl who fucked several niggas besides me, and I never could cause my problem. But she was the only girl that knew about it and that I trusted that would expose me like a lot of girls did before and since after I left her. I have become asexual, but I just love cuddling with them. I love women, but I hate them when they express sexual desire to men because I had that part of my life taken from me. I just hate when women over-sexualize themselves, and I just wish I could have a woman that was like me. Sex is not my pleasure. I love weed a lot more. I'm always high at all times, and when I'm not, I am 4 times more angry and depressed about my issues. I have accepted that I will probably be alone to build my empire and have blocked every woman I talk to. I don't feel like I'm the guy that wrote about I don't feel like I'm that guy I wrote about sometimes, and nobody that I know of has the slightest clue that I'm out here limp dicking and went through those things. I'm a pretty normal guy, but sometimes it shakes me up when I feel lonely or I have anxiety attack about what happened in my past. I get scared sometimes that my ED will never get better, and I gave up on relationships. What would you recommend I do? Should I just focus on myself and my business and just accept me being asexual and alone and keep waiting till I get rich? Or should I try to find a girl that is similar to me when every time I chill with a new woman, it feels like there's a gun to my head and I'm playing Russian roulette with my dignity and pride, and also in the back of my mind, my anger and fears toward my past is projected. Also, is it best for me to cut back on weed? Sorry for the long message. This has been on my head forever. Okay, power play.
Blue Chew, brought to you by it's a lot there.
That's a lot to unpack. I'm be honest with you. I don't know if we're gonna unpack all this for you.
Yeah. But I mean, at least what I get out of it, what I hear is that you still got options, and maybe there's some options you haven't explored. I don't know. Did it say he spoke to a doctor?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like
therapist, regular therapist, to try to unpack all the trauma.
Because that's what it's going.
Is the therapist though? Or you're saying go see?
I'm saying possibly go do that.
Yeah.
The Adderall may be the biggest culprit.
But he's 2 years off that.
2 years off it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but even your psyche can play.
Yeah,
hey,
true.
Look, there was times. I mean, I've been with a woman, and you know, I remember when I told y'all one time back in Atlanta, this girl, this bad one, that I got with, she invited me over to her apartment. We started getting into it, and I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, couldn't get.
And I got in my head about that, and I was like, "Yo, what the hell is going on?" And I realized, she came at me aggressive, during the confrontation, when we were about to have sex, and I never had anybody approach me like that.
Yeah, so it threw you off.
I'm 18, 19, so it threw me off. And I didn't know, and I just couldn't. So I knew at that point, once I got past that, I knew, it has a large part to do with just what's in your head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that could be an outlet.
Also, it could be a diet thing.
Could be a diet
You
thing.
know, if you eat really bad, that could affect things.
And if you smoking that much weed that you say you smoking,
yeah, you got to cut back because it's just an escape. It's not you ain't
running.
dealing with it. Every time you come back, it's the same thing. So you just gotta honestly just run at it.
And you gotta try
first and I would go to therapy.
Yeah,
honestly.
therapy because you're not gonna let go of that anger, and that's the main thing. You gotta let go of that anger towards women because you can't. Yes, they might be sexual, but that's not your problem. That's them. They want to be sexual. So, and if they don't know what's going on with you, you can't be upset at them. They don't know what's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that you're having issues. So, like I said, your best bet is to try to unpack that in the best way you can, piece by piece.
And that was dope that he was able to be honest.
I appreciate you being honest. That's
to even come on here and be honest.
Yeah,
and it could be as what Ron was saying. Since you're 21, you could be messing with girls that around that age, and not everyone's mature to handle something like that at that age. Y'all just getting into consistent sex. So. That's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, you're probably, by the time you turn our age, you're going to be looking back at them girls and be like, I was just young and dumb. And, they were young and dumb.
Yeah.
And
I would say, try maybe the therapy thing. But keep us posted because I'm interested. Keep us posted.
Go hard.
No. I mean, you got to go hard. Nikasi Duncan. What's up, DT? First off, I want to shout out Rome for repping Bull City to the fullest. Since y'all were talking out wrestling,
do you rep it to the fullest though?
I mean, it's usually the city I talk about. I don't really.
But what is to the fullest and what is halfway? Because maybe you land somewhere in between there. I don't know about the.
You got
fullest.
A half tank. You saying?
Like I feel
quarter tank. You got a quarter
tank.
tank.
Throw up half a bull. I guess.
You don't talk about PD Pablo a lot. You don't talk about
because PD Pablo now from Durham.
Who from Durham? Give me somebody from Durham.
Me.
See, he don't know shit about that.
He said me.
Technically from Germany, I guess.
Exactly.
I want to shout out Ron for repping Bull City to the fullest. Since y'all were talking out wrestling on the podcast this week, what's y'all top 5 wrestlers of all time? All love to you guys and be safe. I mean, well, top 2 is already Rock and Stone Cold.
Sting. I used to love Sting.
I can fuck with Sting.
Hulk Hogan at one point, that's when first got introduced to wrestling.
I like Shawn Michaels.
And Shawn Michaels, those 5.
Yeah, I like Shawn Michaels. Was it Shawn Michaels?
I think for me it's The Rock, Stone Cold.
I really like Goldberg when he first came out. Because I like when he was tackling niggas.
I wasn't a WCW.
I
I did like Goldberg. I thought he was cool.
You know who was huge? Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar was crazy.
Triple H was huge.
Yeah, Triple H was big too.
He was just the best bad guy I could think.
Triple H.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? I mean, Big Show.
You know what? I liked Rey Mysterio.
Undertaker, maybe.
I'm tripping. My favorite. He passed away. Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, I liked Eddie Guerrero. I did.
He was dope.
You remember Chris Benoit?
Chris Benoit.
He had a tragic story too, but that was
very.
It was wild.
But,
all right, it's QMoney. QMoney. Rome, my name is Q, like the letter. Okay, sorry, it's QMoney. Every time you read my name, I'll be like, how the fuck someone else got the name? And then I realize, oh yeah, that's me. Anywho, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I got a couple things, so I'm gonna be honest. I got a whole ass 2 jobs, but I still find myself on a sugar daddy site, dog. Y'all the best, man.
What's a good sugar daddy site?
I think they got this one site called fuck. I just heard somebody talk about this the other day. I gotta look it up. I can't think of it right now.
Sugardaddy.org.
Sugar daddy site. Just trying to see if someone out there trying to give me some sugarless money.
But that's the problem. Everybody wants sugar daddy, but they don't want to get that daddy no sugar.
Yeah, they don't get that daddy no sugar. Stop calling the sugar daddy. But one guy had a question as his bio or whatever, and I thought it was interesting. Would you rather be the first person to explore a planet or be the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease? 2, I'm going to take a little risk and go to Miami for my birthday in July. I never went, and I never really had a good birthday. My 21st was a flop, and I kind of want to do over it. So could y'all give me some restaurant/activity recommendations? Hopefully, I'll be able to enjoy it when I get there. Stay safe out here in the streets. Love y'all. So the first question, would you rather be the first person to explore a planet or be the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease?
The planet, you said?
First person to explore explore a planet or be the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease. Probably the inventor of a
my
drug.
empathy gonna go with curing some disease.
Right?
Because me exploring the planet gonna be cool, but it's like,
I mean, there's a lot more that comes to that because who knows what resources, what cures, and everything else that planet may have. But that's a risk, That's a risky situation. At least curing something, If you say you could cure cancer,
oh yeah, that's it.
I mean, you save so many lives.
Soursop.
Yeah, soursop, man.
Nature's chemo.
And then I guess Cam on the recommendation. I guess we all been to Miami, but I guess Cam would be the closest to give you the best recommendation.
I moved when I was 18. You know how much stuff has been. Every time I go home, I'm just out the window like, damn, when they build that? I'm just asking my dad when they get. He like,
I mean, of course, activities go to South Beach. I mean, that's
but right now, I don't know if it's the best time because no one really going. I don't know.
She said she's going in July, maybe to be a little different. Maybe.
Yeah, man.
Possibly.
I'm the wrong person to ask. I ain't lived there since I was 18. I'm 32. It's a different place.
I mean, I was just down there, but I can't tell you nothing.
I tell you what, if you like women, there's beautiful women there.
Strip clubs? Any good strip clubs?
Well, they shut down King of Diamonds.
Yeah, King of Diamonds ain't there.
What?
They've been shut down.
When?
You about to protest? Now you about to protest.
So you got Tootsie's, G5, and all them are still open. I know Tootsie's Grits is really good.
No, that's
the
funny.
Food there.
I know Tootsie's Grits is really
they
good.
shutting down strip clubs. Wow.
DB Shotters. Wagwan DT fam, thank you, Rome, for responding back to me in the IG DM I sent you about the Batman video. You real. But Batman is still that nigga, and excuse me, you hating ass nigga.
Yep.
Where was your man Spider-Man at during this chaos? Can't swing around when there's no tall-ass building to swing from, huh? LOL.
Can't do nothing outside of New York.
That's hilarious.
Running.
That nigga just gonna be trying to crawl. I needed that little bit of fun to get out because this past week has been hell, and I've been disgusted and mad at these sick-ass, racist-ass whites and sell-out coon blacks. Don't have a question for y'all this week. Just need to get it out. The one good thing that happened is that fat fucking piece of shit, grimace looking ass, want to be Uncle Ruckus / Steven off the Django, go suck your mother ass coon, Jason Whitlock was let go by Fox. Peace and stay safe, fam. That's funny.
That's hilarious. Yeah, Jason Whitlock was
fired.
Get your ass on.
But I mean, I think that was just, they said it was just a negotiation breakdown. It wasn't, and he wants to do his own thing.
That's what they be saying. Lex Lock 757.
You're on Fat Sports.
You're on Fat Ass Sports. What is an unwritten rule you've learned from growing up black? For example, I know at every black party with the cake, you have to cut the name or picture out last. Man, fuck that. I'm cutting that cake. I'm eating. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah. At what parties?
I'm about to say, what?
I mean, I'm eating cake.
I mean, can't worry about that goddamn picture and that.
Eating cake.
But an unwritten rule you've learned growing up black. I mean, no running in the house. I mean, hey, that's every black. Hey, don't you stop running in this house.
I'm running in the house.
You know what I learned? This is what I learned when you get older. You don't care about nothing unless you paying for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because when you younger, my mom be like, turn off that light if you ain't using it. Saves on electricity. Now I be in this house, turn off lights. Like, who leaving the lights on? Because I'm the one who in charge of this distributing all the bills and shit. So I'm thinking like that now. Turn this light off.
Man, that's funny. That's true.
That's true.
Kurt McGirt.
Kurt McGirt.
My nigga Curtis. Shout out to this week's Boss Talk. Definitely needed that and took the advice somehow before I even watched it. No question this week.
Sounds like a rapper in G.
Kurt McGirt. Just peace and love to everybody. Stay safe, stay blessed. Thank you, Kurt McGirt. All right. Also, nigga, last question rains down. All right, nigga Watts. I am black and Asian, Blasian, if you will. I definitely look black, but I love my Thai side. Fried chicken and fried rice in the household. Hell yeah, life is good.
Oh yeah, you got a
Oh
good,
yeah, that's a good
It's
life.
a good life.
I love
Good
Thai
life.
That's good
food.
life right there.
I don't have a question this week either. I'm gonna just say 2020 has some positive. We learned that our current administration don't know how to handle a pandemic, but a Chinese dictator does. We learned that we will be treated as if we are not Americans for years to come. We've learned that they rather shut us the hell up than to come up with a viable solution to eliminate police brutality. The last thing I learned thus far is that the people that I thought were friends and family still see me as beneath them. 2020 vision has been an absolute eye-opener. I love you guys. Dormtainment for life.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate that, Rains Down. Yeah, I mean,
Appreciate
listen, we are 2020 vision might be a little blurry, but we starting to see.
We ain't never gonna forget this year.
Oh yeah, this
is a wild year.
Never ever forget this year. Thank you guys for all of your questions. Of course, we'll be back next week. Watch the new skit this out. New room noise coming this week. Y'all stay safe out there. If you protesting, please stay safe. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
You're
Peace.